Authorities investigating hoax calls about active shooters at schools.
Now, police say no shootings happened at any of these schools. This happened in many of our counties. Our Jason Raven has been following this breaking story all day and has the latest.
The South Carolina State Law Enforcement Division says they are evaluating the credibility of these threats, and they say they're working with their state and federal law enforcement partners.
This is a hoax.
Some parents across South Carolina received a message similar to this.
Law enforcement has responded and is currently on site. Again, no active shooter is present.
At last check, law enforcement received hoax calls for schools in at least a dozen school districts across South Carolina. All were investigated and shooting claims were all unfounded. In Richland County, deputies say they received a call around 10:25 a.m. for a shooting at Blythewood High School and immediately responded. The school was placed on lockdown, and Richland County Sheriff Leon Lott says about 150 law enforcement officers responded. They were able to determine there was no threat to the school, and this was all part of a social media challenge. Sheriff Lott says even though this was fake, the response and emotions were still real.
The call was spoofed to where it came from Blythewood High School. That's what it looked like. It gave a particular room number, so we had to respond the way we did.
Now, the investigation into these threats are ongoing. No word if multiple people are involved or if all the calls are connected. Now, Richland School District 2 Superintendent Dr. Baron Davis says they appreciate law enforcement resolving the situation quickly. Now, he says they will have additional counselors at school.
People continue to take this as a joke and continue to put our students and our employees in harm's way.
South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson says these false claims are not a joke, and prosecutors across the state will not treat them as a joke. No word if any arrests have been made in connection to any of these fake calls. In Richland County, Jason Raven, 7 News.
Now, the FBI has released a statement saying in part the FBI is aware of the numerous swatting incidents wherein a report of an active shooter at a school is made. Similar incidents have occurred recently around the country. We're going to continue to work with our local, state, and federal law enforcement partners to gather, share, and act upon threat information as it comes to our attention.
Governor Henry Masters also responding to these fake school threats, reiterating the fact that no one was hurt at a school in South Carolina. Also says the FBI and state law enforcement division are working to determine where these calls came from.
They think that this voice or this transmission is coming from another country. There's a foreign voice involved, foreign sounding voice, and they believe that it is all a hoax.
The governor says the FBI and state agents will issue further notices to schools and to law enforcement as necessary.